The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Jazz out in Salt Lake City. And for Utah, they've been playing terrific basketball to start the season. They're showing all the signs they'll be able to keep that momentum going, too, looking more and more confident each time out. And guys, last season, we saw the emergence of Gobert and Favors for the Jazz. Both were just phenomenal down the stretch, and Utah really played well after the All-Star break. Can they be the best defensive big man tandem in the league, Jet?
I tell you, this is like deja vu. It feels like I've been saying this all day, but this combination of size and length is hard to score against. I mean, they're a difficult team, but they did it at the end of the season when teams take the foot off the gas. They have to do it now when the lights are bright.
You know, both were top 15 in the league in blocks per game last year. Now I want to see one of them become a prolific MF scorer.
What's MF?
MF stands for most frequently. I need this guy to dominate both ends of the court.
Thank you for the clarification on the MF. That's awesome. And you know what, Gobert? Highlight reel guy. He'll come up with some jaw-dropping stuff.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are young, athletic, and hard to guard.
Ernie. Rawr.
What's that mean?
That's my Gobert sound. Get it?
Rawr. Gobert. I caught it.
Yeah, I wish I didn't. Here's Kevin Harlan.
The starting lineup for the visiting Oklahoma City Thunder. At point guard, Cameron Payne. At small forward, Andre Roberson. At center, Steven Adams. At the other guard position, Victor Oladipo. At the other forward position, Enes Kanter. The head coach of the visiting team is Billy Donovan. And now your Utah Jazz starting five. Starting at point, at 6'3", number 3, George Hill. At the other guard position, standing 6'8", number 5, Rodney Hood. At the center position, 7 feet 1 inch, number 27, Rudy Gobert. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 20, Gordon Hayward. Starting at forward, number 15 and 6'10" from Georgia Tech, Derek Favors. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen,
the Oklahoma City Thunder on the road as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. The Jazz make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. And, of course, Trey Burke. He won't be an option for them.
You know, what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, you know, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on your young guys, and let's see if they're ready to fill that void.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Kanter is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Victor Oladipo is out there with Payne, and it's Roberson in at the 3 slot. On offense, here are the Jazz. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And we're able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with the percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game, but they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes, it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Payne dishes to Cantor, and the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Here's Oladipo. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Drills the three-pointer. Oladipo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Payne with it. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And Roberson kicks to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Here's Cantor, and the rejection by Favors. Now here is Hill. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Gobert, and it's blocked by Adams. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Adams' shot is off. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hayward passes to Hood. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
That free throw good from Hood. And getting back to Hood, over the last 7 outings of the season, he put up 20-plus points a game. He also, Clark, raised his shooting percentage to 45% from the field, 91% from the free throw line. Pretty impressive numbers.
Well, he was drafted to be a scorer, Kevin, and you're right, very impressive. If he can do that consistently, that'll be nice value for the 23rd pick.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
Now, here's Oladipo. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Over to the left wing. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. We get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. The Jazz second. In third, the Thunder.
And we're getting to watch 2 of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And, Clark, you know, they went 25-27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Roberson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Utah leading. Outside Hill. Inside. Gobert can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Oladipo outside. To end the drought. Gobert with the block.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Favors against Cantor. Hood kicks to Hill. Three-pointer. Another miss by Utah. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Oklahoma City moving it around. They now take the lead. Roberson's got 5 now. Utah trailing here. And here is Hill. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Hayward outside. Now the dish to Hood. Favors with the screen. Back to Hayward. Here's Gobert. And it's Gobert again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Another miss by Oladipo.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Ennis Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Jazz with some changes. Boris Diaz checked in for Favors. And Alec Burks subbed in for Rodney Hood. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. Ilyasova comes in for Ennis Kanter. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Green in for Payne. Now here is Hill. Back to Gobert. Hayward dishes to Hill. Hayward goes in. Another miss by Utah.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And the basket by Morrow.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Here's Diaw. He picked up 15 points in the last one against the Mavericks in Dallas.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Green, the pass to Collison. There's the pick. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Hill. Morrow kicks to Green. Here's Morrow. Burks covering, and the basket by Morrow. Morrow's got his second basket of the night. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Jazz with some changes. Withy's checked in for Gobert. Johnson comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Exum in for Hill. Singler, he's checked in for the Thunder. Here's Exum. Last game he had 10 points.
And really the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
Here's Diaw. It's holding by Collison. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Green dishes to Collison. They kick it out to Green. They set the screen. Morrow. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Here's Exum. Here's Withy. Another miss by Utah. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Morrow. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And that's a foul called on Kyle Singler. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Exum. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Johnson outside. No good. Nice D from Singler. The Thunder shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Green kicks to Singler. Good. And the Thunder lead by 4.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Green. Boris Diaw picking up that last basket. Kicks it to Morrow. Back to Green. Passes to Morrow. Launches it. Shot is off. And Utah the other way now. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeve. It should be fun.
Here's Green after Alec Burks' score. Green with a screen for Singler. Johnson with some nice D.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, and if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
Thunder trailing by 3. Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well.
Here is Ilyas Hope after Joe Johnson's score. Can they get it? And it's denied. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Diaw. That'll be a 5-second call. And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These two guards are the most accurate in the league. Number 1, Dante Exum. And, of course, Victor Oladipo.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Well, it does smooth things out for a team to have a two-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And the Jazz call time here.
And guys, how about Ilyasova last season shooting the basketball? Always a decent threat to score. His improvements in efficiency were amazing. He increased his field goal accuracy from 41 to 47% in only 1 year.
And we were talking about Ilyasova. There's a reason his field goal percentage went up last season. It wasn't necessarily better shooting. It was probably better shot selection.
And I think the scheme played to his strengths. Lots of ball movement, penetration, kicking out to open spot-up shooters. Ersan showed us that's his kind of game.
So here's Burks. 1:56 left here in the opening quarter. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Morrow. He kicks to Green. Trying to find Ilyasova and gets it to him. Can't hit from the low block.
They got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, and every play counts.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Green left side. And the basket by Morrow.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Johnson. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Green. He dishes it to Morrow. To the inside. That's good from Ilyasova on the assist by Morrow. Ilyasova's got the game tied up here for the Thunder. Exum kicks to Withy. Dishes it to Johnson. From downtown. And Johnson missing again. The Thunder shooting to start out this game about 43%. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now Collison. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Feeds it to Green. Drills it from outside. And now it's a 3-point Thunder lead. Burks. Can't hit. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Oklahoma City out in front, up 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
Taking a look at the Thunder, Canner is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Payne out there with Oladipo. And it's Roberson in at the small forward. Utah trailing here. Hill with Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pick up by Hill. Uncovered. Good, can't get it to go.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it. A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening. One-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Gobert the screen. Hayward passes to Hill. Favors with the screen. 5 on the clock. Hayward goes in, loses the defender with the screen, and drills the jumper. Hayward's got 5 now. Well, last year the Jazz acquired the Stampede from the D-League. It makes sense. They'll have a designated place now to develop all their young talent.
And Kevin, it's really a key for the Jazz to have those extra minutes available for all those young talents to get an opportunity to get confidence, but also to learn your system. I think more and more NBA teams will follow this route of buying D-League teams.
And Victor Oladipo with the elite athleticism and versatility to be a perennial all-star. We've seen the second-year phenom line up as a 1. He's played off guard. He's even played a little small forward in his time in the league.
And he has that quickness, length, and power combo to be a lockdown defender at all of those positions as well. So that's why he was the co-defensive player of the year coming out of college.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, back to Oladipo, he has a tremendously quick first step. In his second in the slam dunk contest is Zach LaVine. Some dunks he's had in regular season play, downright nasty.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Hill. It's Oladipo on the wing. The pass to Payne. And Hill over to help. Robertson dishes to Cantor. And Hayward with the block. It's stolen by Oladipo. Pass to Robertson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. And it's Cantor again missing.
And talking about Oladipo's explosiveness, we're starting to see it in his overall scoring as well. Had his first back-to-back 30-point games this year against Chicago and Houston. If he keeps improving at this rate, could be an all-NBA first-teamer before he's through.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. You were mentioning the Jazz, and they grew last year under Coach Quinn Snyder in his first year. You know, Greg, he did the same thing with teams when he was a coach in the D-League.
That's a great point, Kevin. And beyond the growth that the Jazz showed, I think everyone in Utah was pleased with the style of play. I mean, Coach Snyder's got the team back to playing hard defense and really grinding out wins.
Payne hits them both. Jazz have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Hill kicks to Favors. Pick up by Hill. Favors passes to Hood. There's the screen. Back to Favors. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Payne dishes to Cantor. Pass to Payne. It's tipped. And Oladipo kicks to Adams. Shot clock at 6. Out left to the wing. Here's Payne. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Favors with the screen. Hill drives in. Thunder with the rebound.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Now here's Payne. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Fires, high post. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Well, I tell you what, that was a heck of a shot, Kevin, from Victor Oladipo.
Gobert, the screen. The feed to Hood. Shot from the wing. And Roberson pulls it down. Roberson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now here's Payne, defended by Gobert. Payne kicks to Cantor. Three-pointer. Adams trying to free himself up. Oladipo outside. Gobert against Adams.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And so Adams nails both of them. Last year, the Thunder were in a playoff battle all season, Clark. Their road record of 16-24, a big part of why they didn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, when you're dealing with the kinds of injuries the Thunder had last year, it's impossible to be your best, and grinding out road wins is that much tougher.
And that one's good by Favors. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists, partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Roberson. He's got 8. There's a screen by Cantor. Adams, the pass to Payne. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
And Utah making a change here. Burks is checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Singler's checked in. Cantor inside. Burks covering. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
A different look for Utah. Diaw comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Dante Exum in for George Hill. And then for Oklahoma City, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Morrow comes in for Victor Oladipo, and it's Green in for Payne. From deep, Morrow, and he gets it to go. Morrow's got 9.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Favors with the screen. Hayward kicks to Diaw. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Diaw's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's Morrow. He's got 9. He feeds it to Ilyasova. Just 5 on the clock. There's the dish to Green. The 15-footer. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Singler for 3. Here's Adams. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Favors. The Thunder shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. And Singler kicks to Adams. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Diaw, the screen. Here's Hayward, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark, last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting them. A trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Withy comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Johnson in for Alec Burks. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentage. His shooting percentages were way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Kicks to Diaw. Diaw sets the pick for Hayward. Diaw, the screen. Here's Exum. Passes to Diaw. Nice ball movement by Utah. Exum's shot is off.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved, too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
Now Singler. After Dante Exum's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Ilyasova. It's hauled in by Diaw.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just one basket away from winning it all.
So we're back to Hayward. He took that buzzer-beating half-court shot, Clark, that would have won his school the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backboard and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell.
Hayward hits them both.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he's got 13 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Now here's Green. There's the pick. Singler for 3. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Diaw, the screen. Hayward kicks to Diaw. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Diaw's got 13.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Outside, Green. Singler against Johnson. Collison in the post. And Morrow has it in the corner. Singler for 3. It's hauled in by Diaw. Diaw's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dishes it to Hayward. Fires the 3. Thunder with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Down low. And Ilyasova kicks to Singler. Puts up a 3. Shot is no good. And it's Utah the other way.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
Burks, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. 1:24 left in the second quarter. Johnson against Singler. Johnson attacking. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Collison. Now here's Green. He kicks it to Ilyasova. He dishes it to Singler. Right side, Collison. Diaw with the steal. Only 1 man back on D. Exum passes to Burks. Diaw with a wide open look. The Jazz with another miss.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And Ilyasova throws it down.
Some hang time on that rim, puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Here's Diaw, following the score by Oklahoma City. Kept alive. Withy. That's tipped. Here's Morrow. 11 points in the game. Feeds to Green. Stolen by Withy. In transition, here come the Jazz. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Great D. Picked it off and took it all the way for the solo finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
On the free throw, no good. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Jazz lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be breaking down all the action for you. Gordon Hayward has been all over the floor tonight. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, give them credit for getting out on that fast break. They made a concerted effort to run every time. Not once, not twice, every time, and it paid off in points. I also thought it wore down the defense.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it can easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Hood out there with Hill. And it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the group right now for Utah. Thunder trailing by 4. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Jazz leading by 4. The drive by Hill. Here's Hood, guarded by Oladipo. And stolen by Payne. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, last season the Jazz ended up third in the Northwest, but they had to be happy about that finish after coming in last in 2014. I really thought it was a much better overall season for them last season.
And for the Jazz in their own division last year, they went 9-7, Greg, against the rest of the Northwest.
Yeah, it's been a while since the Jazz have won the division. They got those back-to-back titles back in 07 and 08. But if they keep improving, Kevin, the way they did a season ago, I got a feeling they'll be back on top soon enough.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Clearly it was a disappointing year for the Thunder last season, guys, but they still were very good in the Northwest Division. They finished second behind the Blazers and won 10 of their 16 in-division games.
Now here's Payne. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Oladipo misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Hayward outside. The Jazz with another miss. Last season for the Thunder, Greg, the first time since 2010 that they did not win the Northwest.
Yeah, and Kevin, if healthy, you have to think that it's still the Thunder's division to lose going forward. The division only sent one team to the playoffs in a down year for OKC, and it's probably the most wide-open division in the West.
For Oklahoma City, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
His free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. The pass to Favors. Right side Hill. Stolen by Cantor. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Oladipo's running. The Thunder have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
That's good from Cantor. Utah had a great home court advantage last year here. This crowd knows how to get into an opponent's head.
And Kevin, that they do. It's a big part of why the Jazz were able to eke out over 500 last season at home. Ended up 21-20 by winning 4 of their last 5 home games.
And Utah making a change here. Exum's checked in.
And you know, with Utah's play at home, they play it in a very jazzy way. No pun intended. And by that I mean grinding it out. They were really strong on the glass, as they were second in the league in rebounding differential at home.
And he gets it to go.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Thunder trailing by 3. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Gobert with a screen for Exum. Right side Favors from 15 feet away. Here's Gobert, and he goes in for the dunk.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Utah being so good at home is one reason why they've been so competitive for the majority of their seasons. After last year, they became the only team not to lose 60 games in a season.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. They set the pick. Payne dishes to Adams. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Now, here's Exum. Looking for his first basket still in this one. To the paint. Here's Favors.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Dallas. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Payne, and the rejection by Favors. Here's Hood, and that comes off the assist by Exum.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And here's Payne. Left side Adams, and stolen by Hood. Pass to Exum. Here's the three. Hill, no good. Thunder trailing by 7.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
So it's the Jazz now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Pass to Favors. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Roberson kicks to Adams. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Hood. From 13, that's good on the jump shot. Hood's got the lead up to 7 now for the Jazz. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points. Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Roberson the pass to Adams. Here's Payne. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. In third, the Thunder.
You know, it's amazing when you consider how much can change on a team from year to year, but nonetheless, this team has been one of the best at putting points on the board.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Withy's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Diaw comes in for Derek Favors. Johnson, he's checked in for Dante Exum. And Alec Burks subbed in for Hood. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. Ilyasova comes in for Cantor. Al Singler, he's checked in for Roberson. And Anthony Morrow's subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Now, here's Burks. The feed now to Johnson. Rejected by Collison. And to the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. Green, he's checked in for Payne. Johnson with it. Singler covering. 4 on the clock. Step back shot. And they get it back. And that one's good. And the Jazz lead by 7. The Thunder have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Green kicks to Collison. Free throw line jump shot. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Jazz leading by 5. Now Hill. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. There's the pick. Burks dishes to Hill. 6 to shoot. That 3 off the mark. Thunder trailing by 5. Green, the pass to Ilyasova. Johnson against Collison, and that one's good. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. Second in points off turnovers. Second in second chance points. And they're ranked third overall in team offense. This is a team that knows how to put the ball in the basket, and really that's their strong suit.
And you talk about their points off turnovers. A great combination of offense and defense. Really a blitzing style on both ends of the floor.
For Utah, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
He hits both from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Now here's Collison. Nice open look, but it's no good. Now what a second half of the season it was for the Jazz. After the All-Star break, they went on a rampage.
And the catalyst for that was the defense. I mean, very few opponents got to triple digits against the Jazz after the All-Star break.
Thunder trailing by 7. Outside, Green. Here's Morrow. Burks covering. Singler outside, expanding his range. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his third foul of the game.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for George Hill. Diaw, the screen. Now, here's Burks. D right on him. That's good. Diaw's got 15.
And for the Jazz and their defense post-All-Star break, it helped them in their big second half run. How about a 422 field goal percentage against after the break?
Now, here's Green. He's got 5. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, you were talking about the field goal percentage against for the Jazz. It was the third best in the league after the All-Star break. That's field goal percentage defense. They allowed the fewest points in the NBA after the break as well.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
It's still pretty early to judge, but so far the 2014 draft class has lived up to the hype. The top guys were as good as promised, and a lot of talent down later in the draft as well.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. With the 2014 draft class, Clark, it was so hyped up, a lot of teams probably didn't care that they were losing some games at the end of the year as they themselves were testing some younger players on their roster.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly there. And you look at the guys from that class, many of them have star potential.
Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Morrow. He's got 11. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. There's the dish to Green. They need this. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Ilyasova's got 11 points. Johnson against Green. Johnson attacking. Soft touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 10.
You know, with the extra weight he has over his man there, I mean, he's going to be hard to slow down when he gets ahead of steam. Those extra LBs make a difference.
Ilyasova can't hit.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Iffy. Rebound by Ilyasova.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And that one is stuck right through.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Now, here's Burks. Johnson outside. Here's Diaw. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Ilyasova's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green kicks to Ilyasova. Back to Green. And he gets it to go.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Jazz leading by 6. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
At the line for your Jazz, Gordon Hayward. At the line for 2.
Free throw drops for Hayward.
Well, they've been shooting their free throws with confidence and knocking them down. That's giving them an edge, no question about it.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Oladipo's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Morrow. He's got 11. He feeds it to Ilyasova. Kicks it to Oladipo. Looking to get it going. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. And I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Here's Oladipo after Charles Burks' score. Let's go to our 2K leader. 3-point shooting, where you expect to see some high percentages from the shooting guard position. And that's just what this group has provided. 3rd is Victor Oladipo.
You know, you don't have to be a great shooter to play 2 guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Hood comes in for Johnson. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Collison. Enes Kanter comes in for Ilyasova. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Singler. And it's Payne in for Anthony Morrow. And he makes both free throws. Here's Hood. He's got 6. Passes to Gobert. There's the pick to the inside. Favors the basket, good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist in this one. Thunder trailing by 10. 46 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Payne with it. Here's Roberson. 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Cantor. Second shot opportunity. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The free throw drops for Oladipo. And Utah making a change here. Exum's checked in. Oladipo hits them both. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here's Exum. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They get it back. Gobert with a screen on Oladipo. And another shot. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
And we've reached the end of the third. Jazz out in front, up by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Trailing by 7. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Cantor is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Payne out there with Oladipo. And it's Roberson in at the 3.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
Yeah, but they've got to find a way to convert those extra possessions into points if they're going to come back in this one.
Looky here, looky here. How about that one? That play, take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him. Gosh, that was neat.
And guys, how about the touch there on the finish? Really just flawless. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Payne dishes to Oladipo. He kicks it to Roberson. No good from outside. Utah leading by 7. Hill with it. Now guarded by Payne. Hill passes to Favors. Gobert the screen. And Favors kicks to Hayward. Back to Favors. 6 to shoot. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Feeds it to Oladipo. Jacks up a 3. That's good. Oladipo's got 10 points here in the second half.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Hill dishes to Favors. The pass to Hood. There's the screen. Gobert the screen. Hood kicks to Favors. 5 to shoot. Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Payne kicks to Cantor. And that one's good.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Gobert with a screen. Hill passes to Favors. Hayward outside. He dishes it to Hood. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oladipo with the double team. For 3, Hill. And Roberson pulls it down.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down the shot like that against that kind of defense.
Payne. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And the Thunder making a switch here. Ilyasovas checked in. Utah calls timeout. You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time, could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder was saying to his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here to the middle. Deflects the pass. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Payne can't hit.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you know, you forget. Sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Free throw drops for Hill. Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, you know, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Hood can't get it to go.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Hill. Oladipo for 3. That's good. Oladipo's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Outside Hill. Inside. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Both good from the line that time. Utah trailing here.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
So it's Utah now. Hayward dishes to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Hill. Pass to Roberson. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Favors. Here's Hood. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pass to Oladipo. Off the pick. And he swishes it right through. Oladipo's got 8 points in the quarter.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Favors with the screen. And it's Hill penetrating to the left wing. Favors with a screen on Oladipo. Hood can't get it to go.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And stolen by Favors. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Hill kicks to Favors. The feed now to Hood. There's the pick. Gobert the screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hayward. The teardrop falls in. Hayward's got 21.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit, and it's still early. They have to play smart, or they could give up a lot of free throws.
Your Jazz, George Hill, taking 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And he can't get the first one. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Oladipo goes in. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Oladipo's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Favors with the screen. Hayward, left side. There's the bucket. Good. Hayward's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Oladipo for 3, and the Thunder another 3.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Favors with the screen, and it's Hill penetrating. There's the dish to Favors. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him. And here's Payne. He feeds it to Oladipo. To the inside. And there's Payne. That's good on the assist by Oladipo. And now a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. Utah shooting in this game 45%. Gobert the screen. Outside Hill. Back to Hayward. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oladipo outside. Kicks to Robertson. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his 5th foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Exum, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Cantor, he's checked in for Nick Collison. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
You know, guys, the teamwork and rhythm we saw from them earlier just isn't there right now. They've lost it, and the turnovers are starting to pile up.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Favors sets the pick for Exum. Passes it to Hill. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Hill kicks to Gobert. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Payne. Dishes to Cantor. They set the screen. It's deflected and stolen by Favors. Okay, time now for an injury report. We've got a chance to check up now on Victor Oladipo's status. Doris?
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Thunder. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still a very young season. Hopefully, as early as it is, he has time to recover and help this team down the road. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
What an opportunity here.
Boy, a chance to take the lead. Huge right here.
That's good.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Oklahoma City trailing. Payne with it. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Feeds it to Payne. He kicks to Robertson. Shot clock at 5. Off target from 3-point range. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Stolen by Cantor. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Oladipo's running. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Hayward. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Johnson, he's checked in for Utah. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. Payne hits them both.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And the Jazz call time here. The score knotted at 98. 1:31 left here in the 4th quarter. 2:31 left in the fourth. Favors. It's hauled in by Adams. Thunder have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And there's Oladipo on the assist from Robertson. And that's now 28 points for Victor Oladipo. Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here is Favors. Hill drives in. Here's Roberto. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Adams down low. Gobert on him. And Adams with the slam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Favors with the screen. Hill drives in. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Here's Payne, who's guarded by Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Overson the pass to Oladipo. Puts it up. But they get it back. Adams. The pass to Cannon. To the paint, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
You know what? And they're going to draw up something where they can get a quick shot and then maybe a foul.
That's got to be the game plan here. I mean, free throws are really their only hope. Points with the clock stopped.
Here's Hill. He dishes it to Johnson. Buries it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
I'll tell you what, it's a scary sight when Johnson starts lighting it up like this.
The drive by Cantor. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. First of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams.
That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here. now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
It's game time now, Kevin. Down 1. They've got enough time to make a couple of passes here to find the open man, but they've got to bury the shot to win the game.
Payne dishes to Adams. Missed!
He's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
And the numbers back it up, Greg. I mean, he's brought his hard hat and mean mentality to the glass with him today.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Joe, how did your defense dictate what happened tonight, especially as it relates to pace?
Well, we just wanted to slow the game down. I thought when we slowed them down, they didn't make as many shots. Field goal percentage started decreasing. We was able to get stops and get easy buckets.
Joe, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Derek Favors. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
There are a lot of fantastic power forwards in today's NBA. And let me tell you, Derek Favors is right there among them. And there are nights like this when he even stands above that crowd. His offensive game is extremely well-rounded. He's solid all around.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.